Yo, 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 it's your boy, Mario Marks Terrell. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Okay. Yes. Hey, Brandon. No problem. That was really interesting. I loved all the stories, and thanks for shouting me out and talking about me as well. I appreciate that. It was very interesting. I like all that type of stuff. I like the stories. I like the how powerful spirit is, and it makes people believe it or not believe it. But I know everybody has different experiences and things like that. But it's nice to hear like you talk about those things because a lot of people think that certain mediums are crazy. Like this can't be real. I say that very often. Sometimes it boggles our minds as a medium. Like it once you like get used to it, you just know it's automatic. It's just like it's the truth. It's the way spirit communicates. But when other people hear it, they're like, yeah, right. So it's nice to hear how you talk about things like that, and I enjoyed it very much. I definitely enjoyed it. It was fun. I'm glad some a good number of people showed up too, so that was nice. The star deserves it, and you guys all deserve the praise. We all do. We work hard to help people, and we deserve the time from people so they can actually listen and know what life is being us, and that is not always easy, but we try our damn hardest to provide a service like you said. So a lot of good points, a lot of good things, and I hope a lot more people like talk about their serious experiences and things like that because it makes people believe more, and or makes people say, you know what, that shit happened to me. So it makes people like wonder, but also like people can also confirm that they also feel like us. People who don't want to really come out in public and things like that. But that's how it starts. People don't want to be in public like myself. I didn't want to either. But once you get used to it, it's like it's a part of life. But it's nice. I enjoyed it. I enjoy things like that. Listening to everybody else's stories. Because I'm usually the one telling the stories. So it's nice to listen to someone else and listen to everybody with their experiences. It's cool. Very cool. I look forward to seeing more podcasts and listening to what everybody else has to say. So it's going to be interesting. I always watch people's podcasts and other people and psychics and how they talk and how they work. Like you said, everybody has their own way. I don't think there's a wrong and right way. I just I tell people that I don't really do certain things, and some people say, well, I do it that way. It works for me. I'm like, well, if it works for you, then it works for you, and that's a good thing. The main thing is accepting that it's what you're hearing, what you're seeing is true, and don't doubt spirit. That's my main thing. I try not to doubt him, but sometimes it's like, are you serious right now? You really gonna do this to me? Okay, all right. Well, I guess I gotta deal with it then. Oh well, here goes nothing, and everything just comes out, and you're like, oh shit, what have I done? So it's interesting. It's nice though. Everybody giving their opinions and insights. A lot more people, should be doing that. These type of things, like interacting with each other and sharing our stories and supporting each other. That's what I used to do, like I said, but people try to destroy that. But now we can actually do it, and they don't care anymore. So it's good. Get rid of the negative and bring in the positive. And if all of us positive psychics come together, then we don't have to worry about the negative ones, because they won't be able to enter, because our positivity is too strong for their negativity. So it all works out. That's how I look at it. My dog just sighed, so she thinks the same thing. Yeah. Hey, Age of Aquarius, how you doing, sweetie? Hey, Ninja, what's up? That was a good time today. That was nice. I enjoy my Sundays now. I got something to do. I can go on Star's podcast and watch her. And this one was nice with Brenda, and last week with me, and hopefully the next one will be it gets better and better. So that's good. It was fun. I'm doing good. Yeah, all's good. I'm enjoying my Sunday, hanging out with you guys, hanging out with our friends and our friend readers. So it was fun. I enjoyed it very much. Hanging out with you guys, seeing everybody else in there was nice. I invited some people over, and they came. So that was nice to see them there. So it was good. I'm glad everybody came over to support and show themselves. So it was nice. It was fun. Ninja behaved too, so it was good. Yeah. As long as Ninja behaves in there, then we're good to go. Like, her and Tony. Yeah, she did. She did. Yeah, absolutely. It's I was just telling Brenda that it was nice hearing, like, her stories, and Star and her as insight, and looking on the outside in, like how I was watching them. it's nice to hear all the, positive things, no negative things at all, so it's nice. All positive things, people's experiences, everybody's different. So it makes it, better. It makes it like gives everybody like an understanding that, hey, look, I've always said from the very beginning that everybody's different. Everybody has a special gift. And if you utilize it properly, and we're good. I can't stress that enough. Like people that have the gift, they just got to use it. Sometimes it happens early, sometimes it happens late, sometimes it doesn't happen at all. And then sometimes you just do it in spurts, or like me, I do it part time. So I'd always like to listen to people that are older than me, that have more experience and have seen and done more than I have. So like it makes me happier to know that, hey, when I reach this age, like hopefully I'll know more and be able to tell more stories like they do. Like I always look up to my elders, and I always look up to mature people and people who know a lot more than I do. So that's good. And when people praise me and talk about me, and it's nice to hear too. Like good, like they were pleased with me and they're happy we all met and we all read for each other and things like that. And makes me feel happy to have respect from other readers and my elders and people that are trusted in the world. So it's nice. It's a good feeling to hear positive things. So it's nice. It's good. This year started off good. Let's keep it that way. Positive vibes. Everybody on the same page. Everybody helping. Everybody, evolving and allowing themselves to be heard, speaking the truth. And that's what I want to see, and that's what I want to hear. And I hope it remains like that. And I hope we all remain strong together and do everything we can to help people. That's what people need. Like there's a lot of like people out there who need that, to be believers. And what better people to do it than us? So that's what I want. Yeah, you were a good ninja tonight. Yeah. Sometimes you're naughty, but you were good tonight. You were good. You and Tony behaved. So, so and me, I behaved too. I was a good boy. I didn't, start any trouble or say anything, naughty. So it was nice. It's nice to have a good time. I felt really good, energy in the room. I felt everybody was, there for a purpose. And there was more people than last week, which is good. So it's evolving. It's getting better. So I like to see that. It's good. I'm happy for Star and Tony. I'm happy for everyone who was in there, and I just hope that it stays, positive. I know it will, but I hope it just stays like positive and just like more and more people that need to hear things. Hopefully they come by and they get to understand that they're not alone. That we can all do it together and work with each other. So hopefully everything stays as positive as can be. That's what I want more than anything, is everything to stay positive this year, period, with everything. You know, that's all I want. Is for everything to be positive. Please, please, for positive. Mm. Yeah, well, I hope to be with everyone I can. You know, I'm not gonna. It's impossible for me to read everyone, but I'll damn well try. That's for sure. I'm not afraid to, especially not by now. I got a donation here. Susan, you said, "Will my BF come back?" Hey, Susan, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Page of Aquarius, I agree. All right. Yes, I can check. Thanks, Susan. All right. I'm doing good. It was good. Had a good day. Sunday, fun day. It's been a good Sunday. Very good energy today. I felt really, really good. The energy was really nice. No tension, no nothing. Everything was perfect. And it ended off good too. So it's good. Looking forward to the rest or the beginning of this week to be better. All right, Susan, let's check. All right, so what I'm getting here, Susan, is your boyfriend might come back, but it depends on you. I think that your boyfriend feels like, rebellious at this time, and his thinking pattern is not very, he's not really thinking with his head. I see like there could be some conflict and obstacles and fighting back and forth, arguing, things like that, possible still or to come. Um, I feel like you also are trying to stay as strong as you can and try and make this happen. I see a woman trying to control the situation. So, but I just feel like your boyfriend's still struggling with coming back and being back with you because of that. So he might feel like you want to control what happens, but he doesn't want that. But I think you're trying to make him understand that it's not going to be. But as far as him coming back, it's going to be difficult for him to come back, at least in the next month or so. I don't really see him like planning on coming back. But it depends on like how you want him to, like, if he does come back, how is it going to be? Like, are you going to try to control him, or are you going to try to, you know, put forth some type of action? Are you going to give him what he wants? Yeah. Yeah, I can see there is nothing going on there. It almost seems like he doesn't want to come back, you know? I'm going to check something. Give me a sec. I feel like he's enjoying his time away, like, and not speaking to you right now. He could have been arguing with you over another woman or another person, and he feels like, maybe you don't trust him or something like that. Um, like he doesn't want to change the way he lives his life. If you have a problem with the way he lives his life and the way he deals with you, and he feels like, oh, I don't have to change. Like, you should love me for who I am. And like, if he goes through this, he has to make so much sacrifice. He wants an open relationship. Oh yeah, that's why. So that's why I'm getting that he doesn't want you to control him. He doesn't want you to tell him what to do and things like that. So if you don't want an open relationship, then that's why he's not coming back, because he does and you don't. And if you're gonna have fights about or talk or or argue about another woman, if he wants another woman, then you're gonna be like, oh hell no, you know. So to be honest, I don't see him coming back anytime soon. Um, I don't even see him coming back, but like, it's possible. I mean, he can change his mind and say, you know what, I can come back. But as far as what I see, he doesn't want to be held down to just you, and he wants to have his freedom. But he feels like when he's with you, you control him or want him to do what you want him to do. So that's why he feels free right now to do whatever he wants. But he doesn't want to change. If you want him to change, he won't. So his whole thing is he's very impulsive. Yeah, I guess. But he doesn't want to like keep having to like walk on eggshells and make a mistake with you, because then you're gonna call him out on it probably and tell him, hey, look, blah blah blah. I don't know if you think he's maybe intimidated of you or something like that, or if it's not that, then it could be just the lack of like, you know, he's like, yeah, she tries to control me, so I'm not dealing with that. He doesn't want to be controlled. He's an avoidant. Yeah, your money earnings. I saw the Four of Pentacles there, so that means like setbacks and like material things or money or like being greedy, things like that, like wanting everything for himself. So yeah. Well, you got to ask yourself, do you want that? You know, if you can handle him doing that, then go for it. But yeah, I keep getting the same thing. I don't see him coming back. And because he knows, like, yeah, exactly. Hey, Marley, hope you're feeling better, sweetie. Um, like, I just see him, like, making mistakes and, like, arguing with women all the time. I get that more than one person he's arguing with. Like, he might be arguing about a woman right now. So I feel like if you deal with this guy again, even I don't feel like he's coming back, but that's the thing. Like I feel like it's bad luck for you. It's a broken sequence. It's not gonna work. So if you want him to change, he isn't. If you want him to be like a loyal boyfriend, he won't be. You know. Yeah, I feel like he's keeping tabs on you. He picked up a woman and he's unhappy with her too. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I feel like he keeps tabs on you and he drives by. Yeah, I got yes on that. But yeah, I don't know. It's up to you, sweetheart. You know, you want a person like that, go for it. But I'm sure you don't. So that's he seems like he's trouble, and he's not going to change his ways or whatever he does. So to be honest, to answer your question, I don't see him coming back anytime soon, if at all. But I feel like he drives by and he'll see if you're up to something, see what you're up to or whatever. Sounds like a crazy guy. Yeah, I think I got yes on that. So yeah, he's probably trying to like say, "Oh, see, you moved on too. You got another guy. What the hell?" So you can feel like some people are like that. They want to make sure, like, if anybody else or whatever. But you know how he is. That's how he's gonna be. That's a good mixture, Marty. Benadryl, nose spray, Gatorade, Tylenol. It'll eventually work. And of course, our loving, healing energy. Hey, Yvette, how you doing? Yeah, if we all hope you feel better, then you'll feel better. If you like onions, eat onions. Onions are good for you. It clears you up. Dr. Markey. Oh shit, that's right. I can't give medical misinformation. Oops. Thanks, Susan. Some people forget, but I don't, I was watching a video today that came up on my feed about people buying views and buying likes and trying to make their channel better. Like it says, how to make your channel better. Buying likes and how much it costs. I'm dying laughing, right? Because I've been telling people that shit forever. So yeah, that's what I told YouTube, Age of Aquarius, but they didn't listen. They still took my video down, but it's all good. Yeah, I can be the YouTube pimp. Yeah, that's cool. Just in a good way. Yeah. I said this in my last live, and a lot of my lives. I tell all the women, look, you want to make your boyfriend jealous? Just take a picture of me, like, in right now, and just like, they'll be like, who's this guy? I'm like, oh, this is my friend in Bermuda. I'm gonna go out there and get lost in the triangle with him. You don't want me? What you worried about? What? He'll switch right up. He was like, hell no, you ain't going to Bermuda, you gotta stay here. The fuck you talking about getting lost in the triangle? Oh yeah, I bet you can buy likes, you can buy views, you can buy a lot of things on here. That's how they make their money. That's how people, that's why I laugh and all these people are like, yeah, my video got all these views, all these likes. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Nobody's watching you like that. You wish, but no, it don't work like that. Yeah, you can buy like 10,000 views for $26 right now if you want to. And then over a period of time, they keep adding them, And like, even if you go live, you can buy like robots. You can put like 100 robots in there and only 3 people talking. Yeah. It's pretty cool. You won't see that over here, but that's the way it is. That's what people want. They want to try and make them look good, So people do that shit. Hey. How you doing, sweetheart? Happy New Year. What's going on? I'm doing good. Well, they do that because they want their channel to be success. And it's like they do it in the beginning to get people to come to the channel, because the first thing people do is say, oh my God, this video got 1 million views, Blah, blah, blah. There you go, Age of Aquarius. That's what's up. Yeah, send a postcard. Yeah, well, that's how people are. That's what fake is. Yeah. Because it happened one time, right? When I first started my channel, it was like a big thing. Everybody's like, oh, you got to get 1,000 subscribers so you can go, so you can get a super chat thing, and you got to get so many views and blah, 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 and watch time hours. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, but I don't want all that. I don't care for that shit. But yeah, you can buy them. I'm like, I ain't buying shit. I ain't doing none of that stuff. I want real people, like, I don't want no fake ass robots around here. And people be like, because if you look at it, right, there's people that have like all these subscribers, right? But then their videos only got like, say if you got 100,000 subscribers and you only got 11,000 likes and like 5,000 views, that don't add up, right? So it's all like, a lot of it's bullshit. A lot of it's all fake. And they even tell you on there, like, it's to build your channel. So the more things you buy to get people attracted to your channel, then people are going to be like, yeah, let me go see this guy because he's got pure views on here. Oh, look how many subscribers he has. Holy shit. Let me go see what everybody's raving about. Meanwhile, there's only a couple people in there. It never adds up. So when it doesn't add up, that person bought all that shit. And it's cheap. So that's why people do it. Because that's the algorithm. That's the whole thing. It's just like that Cat Williams interview, right? That shit's hilarious as hell because it got 40 million views in like a week, less than a week. So you mean to tell me 40 million people in the world clicked on that video to watch it? Come on, man. People ain't really worried about no podcast on the internet to look at it like that. Not 40 million people. You know how many 40 million people is? So you need to tell me like everybody in the United States and everybody in Canada watched it all in 1 week. And people be like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm telling you, it's true. I'm like, yeah. And my name's Frank. Yeah, exactly. It's a lot, but you know what? A lot of it is the same person in 2-3 different accounts, and that's how it works. Like people have or the robots come in and deal with it, the robots put it up. And see, those people got millions of dollars. The people that are doing those shows, they got millions of dollars. So they, because they're on that platform, they feel like they owe the platform money. So they're gonna say, okay, yeah, I'll buy 100,000 views, and look, I'll buy 1,000,000 views. Fucking right. How much is 1,000,000 views? $100? Hey, that's chump change to me. I'm a millionaire. Fuck it. Yeah. And then they're making money. So when they give YouTube money, they make money. They make this. It's like an exchange. You send, I send. You pay, I pay. We help each other. Yeah. That's why they're not really worried about me because I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet. And every time I get close, something bad happens where some bullshit happens where, they don't want me to get it. I'm the guy who wants the real 1,000 people, not fake robots. And that's why my videos don't have a whole pile of views and a whole pile of likes and shit. But I have fun with the people that are in here. So it doesn't bother me. I've never been that type of person to really worry about that shit. Oh, exactly. But it's cheap. So that's why people buy it, Yvette. They just buy it because they don't care. They got the money. It's the same thing. The only thing I do believe is people for instance, sports stars and famous people. They don't have to buy that shit because really millions of people do like them. You know what I'm saying? For instance, one of my favorite athletes in the world is Cristiano Ronaldo, right? He's one of the best soccer players in the world, right? If not the best, in my opinion. And he has some ridiculous amount of number of followers on Instagram. And I highly doubt, and I'll go out on a limb and say it's guaranteed he has that many people that are really are his followers. So because he's one of the most popular people in the world. So obviously he's going to have 40, 50 million people following him because soccer is a world known sport and everybody knows him, So if you ain't heard of him, then you're probably not living in this world. It's like everybody knew Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and, all these sports stars that win things, right? Everybody knows who these people are. So because sports is so popular, those people don't have to really buy that shit, because it's really real. That's what I believe. But on here, oh, hell no. It's these people ain't get, especially all these no-name readers. All these readers that come on here and do weekly readings and don't do private readings. How the fuck do they have all those subscribers and all those views and shit. That's bullshit. There's no way in hell people are watching them because they don't even do private readings. So how you gonna like vouch for a person that don't even like show their real self? Like you're just gonna do reading general readings all day? I can do that shit too, but I ain't gonna get no likes like you because I am buying them. That's why people don't come in here and challenge me on that shit because they know it's true and they know they do it. I can tell you one person that don't. Me. Never ever will I do that. Yeah, exactly. Yvette, I saw you donated. You can go ahead and ask your question, sweetheart. Or I don't know if you did on your thing. Oh no. Yeah, you can ask your question. Go ahead, sweetie. Thanks. But yeah, that's how it works. When I found that out years ago when I was on here, I was like, no way. And I looked into it myself and I saw it again this week. I think it was yesterday I saw the video how the guy was like, you guys can buy 10,000 views for 26 bucks. I'm going to buy some right now. He bought them. And he goes, yeah, see, the 10,000 views are on my video. And because I did that, I got an extra such and such of views from, real people. And then he's like, well, I'm going to try and buy 50,000 views. And it was like $49 for 50,000 views. It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. It's all bullshit. You can buy all of those things. It's just to make the person feel good and just to bring traffic to their, it's an attraction. If you see, that's why there's hardly anybody in here. Because if I did that, more people will come because they'll be like, oh, look, this guy, Marky Mark's terrible. I never seen this guy before. Oh, look, his old videos only had a couple hundred views. Oh, now he's only got, 30, 40, 50 views. Oh, now look, he blew up right away. Look, he's got 10,000 views on this video. Oh my God, let me go check it out. What is this? That's how it works. That's why I always said I'll never do that. It's not my thing. It ain't happening. I want real people. And I'm not gonna buy my way through nothing. I've never been that person. And that's why my channel ain't really out there. Because nobody cares about me like that. Because I ain't paying. See, I don't pay YouTube no money. So YouTube is gonna be like, fuck this guy. He ain't paying us, so we ain't gonna pay him no money. I'll let people find him on his own. It's true though, but that's what happens. And I'm cool with that. I don't care. Like it doesn't bother me. I've said to people plenty of times, I'm not gonna go that route. Yeah, of course. If anything's for free, they're gonna come in there. If I was doing free questions in here, people would be in there too. Guaranteed. I give a free message, but they don't care about no message. They want a free question, And I've been done that. I did that back in the day. Because when I first started, I did that. That's why I have more views, more likes, and more people in my room because I did free shit all day. And then some people will pay me. But when I did free questions, I had a lot more traffic, a lot more views, and a lot more people. But I stopped giving like free questions. Unless I know you for a long time or your PayPal's messed up and I trust you, or I don't mind doing a free question. But see, when someone pays me, I always give them extra anyway. So it don't matter. I'm still doing like what I'm supposed to be doing. And I still give more, than most people. So I have nothing on my conscience. I'm good. I want to remain real. That's the main thing. And if you notice, I never ask anybody to like my videos or subscribe or anything like that because it doesn't faze me. I'm not here for that shit. I want to ask if I'll make it into one of these shows that's in March. One is paid, one isn't paid. What did the card say? All right, Yvette, let's check. All right, so the paid one I see will take a lot of determination and a lot of desire to get into that. Um, you can attain this goal. You can get into the paid show if you really want to, but it's going to be very difficult. But when you get into it, there might be a lot of misunderstandings and like fake people, fake friendships, fake like situations, or you might have like a change of mind if they mention it, or because of what you have to do because of it's a paid show, if that makes sense. So like if you really want to get into the paid show, I would say like it's gonna be a lot of determination and smart choices on your end. Now the unpaid show, let's see, you're saying one isn't paid. The one that isn't paid, I see you like getting into that one more than the paid one. So it looks like the unpaid one will also be a choice. But I'm also getting like a woman that's, if a woman's dealing with it, she might be like a little jealous or narrow minded, or she might be like trying to deceive the whole situation, like try and make sure you're not in the paid one and you're within the like non-paid one. And I feel like this whole event will be like based on stability or like changing all the time, and other people are going to be involved, like especially other women, so they're going to have too many choices. So if that's the case, choices between women, then it's going to be like one woman that's the head of the situation, she's going to be a problem. So she's going to like pick and choose favorites, or like treat you like a certain way. So either way, I see you like being a part of either, but both will be a challenge. And the one that you get that pays, you have to put in a lot of determination. Like they'll make you, have to do like extra shit because yes, you're getting paid. But the one that's not getting paid, it feels like you'll get it, but it won't make no, like it won't benefit you like 100%, if that makes sense. So there is a chance that you can get into them. So I see the chance is there, the opportunity is there for both, but the paid one has a little bit more determination and like trying to get to a goal. Like you might have to qualify to get to the paid one, where you might have to do a certain thing to get into it. You know what I mean? Like you might have to go head over heels just to do the paid one, because yes, they're paying you, so they're gonna make you do all sorts of shit that you might not want to do. Or you might have to go through a situation where it's like you really have to be determined to get it. And then the unpaid one, like I said, is there's people I get in both I get like people that are running this show, they're like they're weird. Like they have like this agenda of treating people like shit. So I don't really see them like treating you any different. Like they might have favorites, or they might have people there that have done it before or have more experience, or like shit like that. You have to do your makeup, yeah. So yeah, that I see like you're gonna have to do, like you're gonna have to put in the work, like be very determined and very like smart, like make smart choices. And if they see that you're like in a smart vibe, or you got the the balls to do shit, then they'll put you on. But there is a possibility for both, Yvette. You can get into both, so you have to like yeah. Hey, I'm hungry now. What's up, bro? How you doing? Good to see you, man. If that happened to you in the other show, then and you didn't like it, that's probably gonna reoccur, unfortunately. Like that's gonna be like the same people, like the same situation you dealt with. So this is making more sense now that you said that, because I feel like people might have like, you know, people have this feeling like, like, oh yeah, well, Yvette, yeah, we like her, but we got to get her to do this, this, and this. And if you might refuse to it, or you might not go by their ways, they might be like, yeah, to hell with you, no, you got to do it our way. So you might do your, for instance, you might do your makeup a certain way, and they'll be like, oh, we don't want that. You got to do it this way, or that might be a pain in the ass, is what I see. You know, so it's up to you, like to deal with it. But I feel like you have a good chance to get into both either way. Like your chances are good, but you might not like the way you're treated, or they might not like the way that you have to do certain things. Like you have to comply by what they want, if that makes sense. Like Marley said, when did you figure out you could communicate with the other side? When? I would say like a long time ago, like in my 20s. I would say 20 something years ago, like I knew I could do it, and I knew I was communicating with people. But when I started reading people a lot, like on here, like it confirmed that I knew like I can communicate with them more. And it never seems to amaze me anyway, because every time like I read someone new, some crazy shit happens. So I'm like, what the hell is going on here? you know? So it's cool, like, but everybody I deal with, I have like a different experience. Yeah, you should be good, Yvette. Like I feel like if you stand your ground, sweetheart, just stand your ground. Just like you be firm to them and tell them, look, I'm gonna do this shit. And then they might be like, oh, okay. This woman here, Yvette, she was like, we like her attitudes, even though she told us that she wants to do this or that. So don't allow them to dictate to you what they want. Like you gotta tell them, look, I'll do this, but I'm gonna do this shit my way or whatever. So but you can do it too, Marley. I tell card readers, like, like you don't have to be a medium to like get all the information. You can talk to spirit through cards. Because if you don't have the gift of seeing, feeling, and like, talking to them and hearing them, you can always talk to them through the cards. Like for instance, you can say, hey grandpa, it's me, Marley. I love you. I want to speak to you. I want you to tell me what I should know. Like, how do you feel about me or whatever? And like you shuffle the cards and you pull like three cards and say, hey grandpa, I'm gonna pull three cards, and you know, oh yeah, that shit was crazy. Brenda was talking about that on the podcast today. Like that shit is some next level shit. And she said it happened to her too. Like the spirit was shouting the name in her ear, like so. But see, the thing is that's her late husband. So she told him to come to me. So when he came to me, the last thing I would expect is a name. So I'm like, you gotta be crazy. This can't be, like, I've been doing this shit for so long. But like when I hear a spirit say their name, that's like another level to me. That's like that makes me feel like I'm getting even stronger because the spirit's telling me their name. Like, but see, another thing is it might not be that easy. It might just be like I don't ask for their name. If I said, hey, what's your name? So I can tell this person if it's you, you know. But some people would say, oh, that's my Aunt Beverly, or that's my friend John, or that's my, whatever, And then later on she tells me that, he was like me. So there were similarities between me and the people that we're talking about. Same thing with Star with our brother, like she said he was like me. So they're gonna connect with me more because they're like, yeah, we bros, we're like each other. So when you're like with like-minded people or people that remind you of somebody, that's like your sign to say, look, I gotta go to this person to get a reading or whatever. It's like when I came in your room. I don't even know you like that. I know I've been in your room a few times over the past, couple years or whatever. I've seen you, do lives. And when I came in your room that day, I was like, oh, let me go see Marley. I haven't seen this chick forever. So I went in there, asked my question, and then afterwards I got this guy shouting to me like your grandpa and whatever. He was like, yo, talk to Marley for me. I'm like, no, man, I'm not gonna talk to her on her live. Like, I'm not gonna bother this lady. She's gonna think I'm fucking crazy. He's like, please just tell her, like, I'm with her. She'll be happy, trust me. And I'm like, all right, man. Fuck. So I'm here typing like, hey Marley, your grandfather's here in spirit, blah. And I'm like, and then when I saw your reaction, I was like, I went back to your grandpa. I said, yeah, you better be right, because don't embarrass me around here. So it was funny that day. But like, I have a different experience with everybody. It's crazy, but it's 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 nice to hear people like Brenda today talk about her experiences, because anybody who listened to that would think she's crazy. But I don't. I was like, yeah, that shit really happens. Like, people, that's how spirit works. They just put you in like predicaments where you're like, it makes you want to doubt, but you know it's real, but you just don't know how to explain it to the world. you know? Yeah, it's crazy. Yvette, you said I'm gonna have to, because the last time I got put in very whack ass outfit. I was streetwear, some outfit was very plain compared to the others. Yeah, Yvette, that's what I'm seeing again. Like, these people might, like, treat you a certain way, and you got to be very like, like, yo, I'm not doing this shit. Like, you can put me in something different, because that's not what I want. So you got to demand what you want, Yvette. And I feel like if you do, like, I'm getting in the cars, and you got to be very determined on what you want and make the smart choice. So if you do that, they might respect you and say, you know what, like, we'll put her in here and see what happens. But you got to be comfortable in what you like to do, you know, or where, I mean. You saved the reading and let your mom watch it, yeah. What did she say? Because people like do that all the time. That's why I never delete none of my videos, because people like to come back and look at it, or they record it on their phones or whatever, because it's crazy. I've been telling people about Brenda's reading and how her husband told me her name. I've been telling a lot of people about that, because that's something like that don't happen every day. It doesn't happen to me like that. But she made a good point, because she says, look, I asked my husband, please just go to Mark and just talk to him. So because she did that, he wanted to like confirm, you know, he wanted to confirm like that was the case. Like, he wanted to say, look, I need to like, I'm gonna show my wife I'm here with Mark. And he actually felt like he was right here. Like, and she even said like he was like spirits like behind your shoulder. And it's true. Like, it really feels like they're right there. And if you see the reading I did for Star, that was crazy. It was a cloudy, rainy day. And I came on here. I was like, yeah, guys, it's raining again. I was so irritated, right? And then all of a sudden, like, I started doing her reading, and the sun came through the door here, and the sun hit me in my face, and I went like this, and all my hair was standing up on my. I had goosebumps, like, it was visual. I went like that, and I was like, "Look, everybody, look at my fucking goosebumps! Look at my hair standing up on my goddamn head." It was like I got shocked, right, from his energy. He was probably one of the most powerful spirits, energy wise, that I've experienced in a long time. 'Cause I can block the energy and just see like the person, but he wanted me to like feel him, because he was so fucking happy that she came to me, because he wanted her to know a lot of things. So he like talked through my vocal cords like as if he was here. And then like Star was like, yeah, he was like you. And I was like, oh, no wonder. And I didn't even know she had a brother passed away. I didn't know any of those things, because I've known her for a while, but she never mentioned that to me. And when he came through, I was like, what the fuck what the hell is going on here? Like, what the hell is with the mediumship shit lately? Like, because sometimes it just hits you, like, and you're like, sometimes like nobody comes to me for mediumship, and then sometimes it's all at once. Or some people like get brave and like try it. So she was shocked because she knew about the dream I had about my grandfather in 2013. Yeah. Yeah, he was very persistent that day. And I guess I came in your room for a reason, and because I haven't been in your room in a long time. So last time I went in your room, you had like that board up and you had like everything written out. And I was like, okay, now she's showing her face. I was like, let me go see what she looks like and what she's doing. And you made me laugh because you always make me laugh when you're in there because you talk a lot of shit, right? So I was laughing in there and I was like, let me tell her because this guy's bothering me. So let me tell her what's going on. Maybe she'll appreciate it or whatever. Because some readers are like, I don't want you coming here and fucking read me. Don't you ever come in my room. I'm banning you. Fuck you. And I'm happy people do that shit to me. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, well, I didn't even do anything to you. Like, I'm coming here to give you a message. Dang, bitch. The hell I do to you? That's why I don't do it. I don't really do it too much. I gotta make sure I do it to the right person. Because some people think that I'm coming in there for clout, like and get their subscribers or show them like, hey, look, I read, come and see me. And I don't do it. I don't do that. That's why my name is Marky Mark and not Marky Mark's Terror. And I come in your room because people will like delete me right off the bat. They were like, I don't want other terror channels in here. I'm like, dang, you got issues. So now I only deal with people who have the same mentality, like people that like to help everybody. Yeah, I'm glad, sweetheart. I'm glad I helped you, and I'm glad I can help everybody, and people help me too, So you know, yeah, like some people don't like that, but it's only the freaks, what I mean? Only idiots that do that shit. Like I don't care. Like half the people that come in here have a channel, more than half. So, and I don't care if it's another reader in here. It don't bother me. Like I said a million times, like nobody belongs to you. People have a choice and free will to go wherever they want. So, if you want to come in here and go somewhere else, I don't care. If you come in my room right now, ask me a question, and I see you later on an hour in somebody else's room asking the same question, I could care less. I'll speak to you. I'll be like, hey, what's up? You all right? And they'll be like, oh, hey, Mark, yeah. And they don't care. And neither do I. It don't make no difference to me. Like, I don't care. I can be your favorite. I can be your second choice, your third choice. I don't really care. Like, it's whatever you want. You know? I'm not really, worried about where anybody else goes or what everybody else does. If that was the case, I'd drive myself nuts. Because if I saw somebody that, is my client or thinks that just my client in your room, I'll be like, going on Instagram, hey, what are you doing in Marley's room? You should just come to me. Don't give her nothing. Don't do nothing. I'm not like that. I could care less if what you're doing. Like, you want to go spend your time and money all around here, go for it. I once did it too, so I can't even, you know, judge anybody because at once I was doing it too before I had my channel. I was going around to all these readers asking them when I'm going to find love and when who is in that, what's this girl up to? And I did all that shit back then. I'm not embarrassed to admit it. Everybody does it. At one point you're gonna go spend a whole heap of money and go to a million readers to try and find the answer that's right. Sometimes you get lucky and you find the right person, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just spirit just says, you dumbass, why the hell are you going all over the place for? Just freaking wait. So it's just the way it is. Yeah, I know you don't give two shits. I mean, I'm the same way. That's why, certain people, know that what I'm saying is true. Like it don't make any difference where you go. Like who cares? I don't care if you're in. That's how everybody knows everybody's through other people, and that's it. Yeah? Nobody ever told me about you, Marley. I just found you on there. I just typed in live tarot readers and you showed up and other people showed up and I went in your room one day and I listened to you. I was like, this chick's hilarious. So then I subscribe to you and then when you come on, I'll come see you when you're on or whatever. I'll sit in the background and just listen sometimes. And then now I actually go in there and help you out and I'm your friend now. You guys are cool. All I had to do is give you a mediumship reading and now we're buddies, you know? But before that, I used to go in your room and listen to you talk shit and all that before you even showed yourself. I remember all that. And I actually got a question from you like maybe 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. I donated to you and I was like the last person. You was like, all right, Mark, I'll take your question. I'll take one more. I've been on here a long time. And I was like, oh fuck, I don't want to bother this lady. And then I was like, can I donate? And you was like, yeah, you can donate. You're the last one. And I was like, oh, cool. Yes, finally, I got somebody to read me tonight. Cool. So I remember that you took me. I was the last person. That was a long time ago. That's when you had that board up. So see, I remember you from a long time ago. And now, see, we're psychic buddies now. But yeah, all the mediumship stuff is cool stuff. I wish everybody knew how to do it. But some people like to do it, some people are scared of it, and some people are like, how the hell does this even happen? But yeah, when you was being a chicken, now you're a rooster. Now I'm glad you did. It's more fun when you show yourself and you like, you put forth like yourself and you just don't give a shit, you know. But a lot of people like to know about the mediumship stuff. And what I tell people all the time, like it's something that you really have to like believe. Because if you start doubting it, it's like, nah. And sometimes, like when certain things happen, I'm like, this can't be true. Like, should I say this? And like sometimes I'll hesitate and I'll be like, I don't know if I should say this to this person. Like, this is kind of like outrageous or whack or like this can't be true, So then when I say it, I'm like, and the person confirms it. That's the only thing about mediumship that's a task. Is sometimes like you really don't know if you should say something, if it's gonna offend the person or is it too personal, or like, how much can I say to this person before they say, okay, that's enough, thanks, bye. And then like, okay, well, yeah, they probably don't like that shit. So I gotta watch myself like out in the open here in the public. Like I don't have to watch out. But in like, private readings, like one-on-one, I'll say everything. Like whether you like it or not. It's not coming from me, it's coming from the person you asked me to tap into or the person that I'm tapped into. But normally it's not bad, it's just like sometimes the person don't want to hear it. Like, they don't want to, I don't want to embarrass nobody, but that's how it works sometimes. Because sometimes the spirit would say, look, tell them I'm not happy with what they're doing right now. And they know what the fuck I'm talking about. Tell them stop doing this and stop doing that. And I'm like, I'm not here to be this person's mom, but I'm their fucking mom. You better tell them. And I remember I told this girl one time that, look, ever since your mom left, you ain't cleaned the house. And she says, get to that fucking mop and mop the damn floor. And the girl was like, oh my God, my mom would kill me if she saw the floor. She sees it right now, dumbass. I'm telling you. She says, mop the fucking floor. You leave the kitchen like shit ever since she left. And the woman's fucking me off and saying, you tell her fucking mop my floor ever since I died. This fucking bitch is in it. And I'm like, oh shit, mom. And I'm like, look, your mom's pissed because you don't clean the house. Ever since she died, you don't clean, you don't mop. She goes, oh, because, she goes, no, there's no excuse. You better get that pine saw out and fucking mop that damn floor now. Hey, honest to God, the woman texted me back like about two days later, and she goes, Mark, I cleaned the whole entire house. That shit fucked me up. Because I know my mom's a clean freak and I don't clean like her. But I did it. So please tell her, like, I did it. I said, oh, she knows. But you should have been done. Shit like that happens where I'm like, oh shit, I'll never forget that reading. It was hilarious. The mother was mad. She had the mop in her hand in spirit, and she was like, you see this fucking mom? You tell her where's this fucking mom, man. And I was like, oh shit. I'm supposed to be giving her a message. I don't give a fuck about no message. You tell her clean my goddamn house. And I was like, all right. Yo, the message is, sweetheart, you gotta clean the fucking house. Literally. That's what she's saying. She's swearing. She's like, yeah, my mom is like that. She goes, oh my God, Mark, I'm so sorry. Tell her I'm sorry. I say, no, she hears you. But she don't give a shit about sorry. Sorry your ass to that mop and that bucket. Like shit like that happens where I'm like, is this real? Like, you really like got this mop talking about you gonna beat her ass with the mop if she don't clean the house? Like, so sometimes, like, I'm like, this can't be true. Like. And it was true. She was pissed that our daughter didn't clean the house. You know? Hey, I'm just telling you the damn message, or you're gonna get slapped with that damn mop. I keep my belief. Yeah, exactly. Age of Aquarius. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I never believed in psychics and all that bullshit. I never believed in any of those things because see, I used to deal with a lot of bullshit psychics. They tried to tell me bullshit, and I believed it just to get money or just to get like me interested or so I got conned many a times when I was younger. But a few people told me the truth. Like, like my mentors and I didn't do all of this on my own. I had people who helped me, like I always mention my friend Joanna, God bless her. I hope she sees me, but I haven't seen her in so long. I hope she's all right. But my friend Joanna made me believe more because she was like one of the best mediums I've ever seen in my life. And she was crazy. She was funny as shit. She was an Aquarius. Her birthday is next week. And she was so fucking funny. And she had like a lot of trolls in her room and shit too, because she was fine, right? She had these big, boobs and she was good looking, right? And that's what drew me to her too. I was like, who's this sexy thing in here doing fucking mediumship and cars and shit? Let me see what's going on in here. So her and I ended up becoming really good friends. And she said, you know what, Mark, you can do this too. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm heard I can. She goes, yeah, there's a tall guy and he says he's your uncle and he wants you to like believe that you can and you should do it. And I'm like, and he's got like farm boots on, he's got like a Kangol hat. I said, yeah, that's my uncle. That's my godfather. Like he's like my second dad, right? He's my favorite uncle. So I knew he was always around me. He passed away like 20 something years ago. So when she did that, I was like, how the hell this woman know that my uncle is like 7 foot tall and wears those things? So I believed in her, like, because I knew she weren't a bullshit. So I'm seeing her read people and I was like, fuck, this shit's crazy. So one day it was quiet and she read me and she told me that stuff. And then she goes, look, I can teach you how to open up your gift and you just got to do this, you got to do that. Like she explained everything to me. And this was a long time ago. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna try it. So I read her and she started crying. She goes, I told you, Mark, you just proved that you can do it. Because I read her and then like a spirit came, like one of our family members came through for her. And like she said that, yeah, that's never happened before. Nobody even knew that person, just me, right? So I'm like, okay, well, this person said this, and this. So that's when like I knew she confided in me and she told me it was true. Cause see, I had to get somebody that I trust to confirm shit. So, I was young, so I was like, yeah, this is bullshit. Like this can't be real. Like what is psychic shit's fake. But it was real though. Some people are fake as fuck, but some people really are like super talented and super gifted. Yeah, so like after when I dealt with her for like 5 years, we were really good friends for 5 years, and I miss her a lot. I wish I can bring her on here. Fuck, she's good, man. You guys think I'm good? She's on that next level shit. She's like, she's super good. But people fuck with her a lot, see, because she was beautiful. So, guys always just didn't talking shit and all that. And when the cam came on, they'll be there with their thing out and acting stupid and shit. So she stopped doing it because she got too many horny guys in there acting fucking dumb and shit. They kind of ruined everything. So she just did like private readings at her home and things like that. But she was like one of the first online psychics that I met that was super good, and she knew her shit. She's older than me. She's like 10 years older than me. I talk about her all the time. She was the bomb, and she was like on another level. She was like, she did like what you call it, like how the spirit takes over your body and shit, like going into a trance type of thing, like where like you're being transformed into that spirit, and you're going to talk like them, you're gonna act like them, you're gonna start like crying and shit. Hey, she did one day, she blew everybody's mind on her live, and people are like, what the fuck? And the person was there like saying, yeah, that shit, this is all true. I can't believe this shit. She made ridiculous money on that stuff. But I can tell you lots of stories about her. She's my favorite. I look for her all the time, but she's nowhere to be found. I don't know where the hell she is. She's like gone. So I hope to see her one day. I always look out for her. I always ask about her, but no one knows. Like we have mutual friends, but nobody knows where she is. She's like took a leave of absence. She does that from time to time. Like she'll go missing for like a year, and like being like last time I saw her after a year, I was like, where the fuck you been, man? Don't leave me like that. She goes, Mark, I have to disconnect from everyone, including you. She goes, I love you, but I have to disconnect. Like I have to go into like a deep, transformation, meditation shit. I gotta give my body a break. Like, 'cause she don't do cards. She don't do no cards. She earns cards and looks at them, but she don't care about that shit. She don't need cards. She'll pull cards every now and then, like just to joke around or just to like give a card or whatever if somebody wants one. But she's a born gifted medium. She's on another level. My goal and my dream is to have her on here and show everybody to her. And it will be like the most funniest shit you'll ever see. When her and I get together, that's a wrap. It's gonna be funny as shit. So if you're watching, Joanna, Marky loves you, and I want you to come on here, and I want to, see you, and we guys can talk some shit and do some medium shit and blow everybody's fucking mind apart. Yeah, I wish I can see her again and talk to her, but it's all good. I know how she is. Like she doesn't want to be like she needs to take rest and she needs to like stay away from people and shit. So yeah. She's cool like that. But that's who I learned mediumship from. Like that's who like I learned how to deal with it. And she would tell me like, you have to be firm, you have to control them. Like you gotta make sure when they're around, they're not like, doing dumb shit. You gotta tell them get the fuck out, or you gotta like control. You have to control them. Don't let them control you. So that's how what I learned from her. Like she taught me how to do it. You know, she taught me everything I knew. And then I met another person after she left. I met another person while she was gone for a long time. I met this other woman. Her name is Kay, and she's one of the best tarot readers I've ever seen. And she's also older than me and been doing it a long, long time. It's her life, and she's like very well known. A lot of people know her, and she's like the time frame queen. That's what she calls herself, the time frame queen. And her time frames come true like majority of the time. If she tells you like this day, it'll happen that day. Like she's on like another level too. She used to tell me shit and it happened. Like I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, we got very close and we're still very good friends. We've seen each other in person a couple times. We've met up in Boston a few times, and she's a very good friend of mine. She's a very good tarot reader. She knows her shit, and she's fast. Like if you ask her a question, it's bang, 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 bang. Like she's flipping cards and she's just going through the cards, and like She'll tell you, oh, this, that, oh, I'm getting this amount of days, I'm getting this person, that, this communication this way, that way. And I'm looking at her like, fuck. So I learned how to read cards through her, watching her every day. So I learned from everybody. I didn't get like this overnight. Like I didn't just teach myself or like, I just learned from people. I just learned from two different women that showed me a lot. And now I read for all of them. They used to read for me and I read for them plenty of times. And we still read for each other, but not Joanna. I'm talking about Kate. So her and I read for each other like every month, once a month. We read it for each other. Sometimes more, depending on what we need or whatever. I try to convince her to come over here, but she hasn't come over here yet. A lot of my friends won't come on here. They're on different websites and shit like that, where they have their own little thing. So. But I have a lot of psychic friends that taught me a lot of things and still teaching me things and give me insight. And I like to learn from I've always learned from my elders. Like older people have taught me a lot of things. Like they tell me how to deal with shit, how to control things, how to read certain ways, or how to like start and do this and what they do, what they think I should do. Sometimes they'll give me a reading or tell me something about spirit or whatever. Or, it's all good. Like I love like the fact that people are actually will help me and help each other. And I like seeing everybody help everybody. It makes me happy to see everybody come together. That's the biggest thing for me is seeing everybody come together and seeing out all these psychics in my room. And when I go in theirs and they talk about me and I talk about them, that shit's a great feeling to have like people doing the same thing and have the same goal and can get along. Like that's the best thing for me. It started off like that, but then went crazy and then people started disrespecting me and then it all went to shit. But now, like it's come back now. And I really hope it stays this way. Because this is what I love the most. Is when everybody comes together. And everybody like has a channel and just comes over and says hello and then you go to their channel, hey, what's up, and help them and you help them and they help you. You talk about each other, you recommend each other, like, oh, that shit's good shit, man. You're supposed to do that shit. You're supposed to be like helping everybody. Because you never know, like what I can do for you might be a limit. And what this person can do for you might be a little bit more. You might get more information from somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never hating on nobody else. I don't give a fuck. You come to me and say, hey, look, you recommended me to recommended Marley's Tarot to me. I went to her. Oh, she read me like a book, and what she said happened. It was the same thing you said, or confirmation. She said the same thing. I couldn't believe it, and she even told me this, and this. Like if somebody comes back and tells me that shit, I'm not gonna be like, fuck. I'm not gonna recommend Marley's Tarot. She's gonna take my client, or she's gonna like her more than me. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I told you, like I trust that person. That's why I sent them to you. Or if I see you in their room, I'll be like, hey, what's up? I'm not gonna like be like, oh man. I love that shit. I love to see everybody like helping each other and shit. But some people are like the fucking grimy and stupid and like it bothers them. Like, man, grow the fuck up. Everybody needs everybody. Everybody's gotta like, it's good to share information and help people like more than you can. I only might be able to do certain things. Or maybe you don't like the way I come across. Maybe you want somebody less blunt, or you want a woman's perspective instead of a man's. See, being a male psychic is also difficult too. Because when you read for the opposite, when you read for the same sex, it could be a problem. And then when you read for the opposite sex, you're still going to get scrutinized or critiqued or whatever. Oh, you don't know what it's like because you don't have kids, or you don't know what it's like because you ain't been married, or you don't know what it's like because you're a man. I've had dumb bitches in here and say that shit to me, and I'm like, well, Get your dumb ass out of here because I won't read you no more. Smell you later, hope. Bye. And I don't care like that. You can come in here. You don't even talking no shit to me. Goodbye. You know, all that shit there, I don't tolerate. But it's hard being like a guy psychic sometimes because people like, think that, oh yeah, there's more women psychics and more women in the rooms. Even Marley says that I'm the pimp, Back in the day, I used to have all women in here, right? And it was like maybe 2 or 3 guys, and they'd be hating on me. They'd be like, "You got all the women in here," and I'm like, "Well, there's women in all the rooms. There's not hardly any guys in any psychic rooms." Yeah, smell you later. So like people used to hate on me all the time because all the women were in here, and I'm like, I ain't fucking none of these women. So what the fuck you worried about? Like, who cares if they're all in here? Because there's women in all these rooms. There's more women than men in here because they're reading about your dumb asses. That's what I used to say to him. That's why a lot of guys got mad at me. It's like, oh, you're on their side. I'm like, I'm not on nobody's side. I'm just telling the truth. They're coming in here worrying about your dumb asses. I'm reading about you because you treat them like shit. Stop doing that, and then I won't have to be reading all these damn women. But that's how it goes. That's how it's been. It's been rough sometimes, and sometimes it's like, like why are you hating on me? Like there's pure women everywhere, Like I'm not banging none of these chicks in here. Like what's your problem? They're like, oh Mark, you got all the women in here. So does Titus Tarot. So does everybody else. So does all these male psychics. And a lot of the fine ass psychics, they got males in there too. They got men in there too. Like I'll be like, hey baby, I love you. Yeah, read me, baby. Hey sexy, how you doing? Like the other day, some guy came in Marley's room and said, you're in your are you doing readings barefoot? And he liked feet. See? Marley was like, I'll kick your ass with these damn feet. So a lot of guys come in there just to talk shit. See, the guys aren't serious, I know Marley ran off on him. That shit was funny. And then I deleted his ass. I was like, get the fuck out of here, man. Talking shit, trying to distract people. See, I can't stand guys like that. Like that shit pisses me off. And that's what they used to do to my friend Joanna. And I used to get so mad. I used to get irritated. I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like leave her titties alone and leave her ass alone. Like, I used to be like her protector. I'm like, just leave the damn woman alone, let her do her job. Like stop trying to like hit on her and shit. She would say that people would take her private and like ask her for her number and shit and ask her like go out with her and all that. It was funny as hell. And I used to tease the shit out of her. Sometimes I'll go in her room and be like, hey sexy, how you doing? She'd be like, don't you start with me. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to be like everybody else, I said, I'm gonna butter you up for a free reading. So she used to laugh. I used to tease her all the time, like, I'll come in there and say, hey, you're looking juicy today. And she used to laugh like crazy. She used to laugh. Her laugh was like contagious. So we used to talk a lot of shit. I like people who like to talk shit and don't get offended. Like, if I go in a woman's room and she starts talking, like I talk shit to her, like I like all that stuff. It's funny. Like, as long as you don't get offended, then it's all good. I have a lot of fun times. I've met a lot of good people, man, over the years. A lot of like funny ass people that, I still wish that was in my life. But, times move on and things, things change. Like, so I understand that she was in my life to get me started. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll see her again. But in the meantime, I have everybody else, so I'm good. I just don't want to meet no fake ass people anymore. I'm sick and tired of seeing the fake ass people. Like, I'm so tired of that shit. But sometimes like the thing with me is when a woman comes in here and starts talking shit to me, and then other women will see it and then they'll be like, oh yeah, Mark's this and that, blah blah blah. He's in here talking to so and so, they're getting close, blah blah blah. He loves her, blah blah, all that type of fucking jealous ass stupid shit that don't make no sense. Like I get tired of that shit. And that's what I don't like. Like I don't know you, leave me alone. Yeah, exactly. All right, Ninja, good night. Take care. Nighty night. But yeah, like, we all go through things like that, but I let it go. I don't care no more. Like people can say whatever they want, or people can talk shit to me or whatever. I just let it go and just be like, yeah, whatever. Fuck yourself. I ain't got any time for nobody's drama and shit. Ninja, you don't want a bedtime card? I'm surprised you didn't ask me for a message. You okay? You want me to take your temperature? No. She just said goodnight and now she's still here. Look, she's like, fucking Mark ain't gave me no goddamn message. Where the hell's my message, yo? Message. I'll do messages if you guys want one. If not, I'm just gonna sit here and talk. Cause you were talking to me, fool. Fool. Well, see, I knew you couldn't resist. The reason why I asked, because it's no longer Sunday. It's Monday here, so I can give you a message. Because Sunday, I don't give you no damn message. You ain't getting no message on Sunday. So now it's Monday, so I'll think about giving to you now. I'm going to use my cards because I can. I haven't used my cards in like a week. Use my cards. I'm going to use my blue deck. I'll think about it. Resist my charm? I don't know about that. People say I'm charming, but I don't consider myself charming. But if you consider myself charming, then that's okay. Whatever you want. As long as you don't consider me, an a-hole or, a donkey, then we're good. What are buddies for? I don't know. To give you messages. Alpha. All right, Ninja, let's see what we got for you. I'll give everybody a message if you want one. Just let me know if you want one. I'll give you one. All right. Some conflict and drama is around you. Don't entertain it. If you have any conflict or drama, just people acting crazy around you, just try not to, pay it any attention. And this might be about family support or family situations. You have and want family support. So the more support you get from family, the better you feel. And your favorite card, have some patience. It will happen soon. Okay? Have some patience. It will happen soon. Okay? You and patience don't go, Yes, I know. Yeah, the son-in-law. Yes, humor makes me charming. Thank you. Yes, I try to. And also, your dad said that he's happy that you help his wife, your mom. He says thank you for doing that. So if you've recently helped her do something, he says thank you for helping her or for dealing with her in some way. So I don't know if that's a thank you for a recent thing or maybe that's thanking you for what you've done for her so far. or you might have done something for her. He says just tell her thank you for helping out her mom, his wife. So that's nice. You better help your damn mom, or else we're gonna fight. All right, good night, Ninja. Hey, Amanda, how you doing? Yes, it was. Absolutely. I love that stuff. It was really fun. I liked hearing all those things. You know, the older folks, they always have more stories than I do. So it was nice hearing like someone that's older than me and like, telling everybody about their stories. Like I hope to be when I'm her age, I hope to like say that, the exact same stories and shit. So that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed listening to her, and um, I'm so glad that I met her, and I'm so glad I met both of them and read for them. So it's nice. I'm so happy that we're all friends, and I got to support them tonight, like they supported me last week. So and I'm glad all you guys came over and supported the star and stuff. She deserves it. Her and Tony, her and Tony are good people, and Brenda. I just met Brenda, so but she's got great energy and she's very knowledgeable and she's very nice to me. So, and it was nice of her to mention me on the podcast and talk about me. So I appreciate her, for doing that. But that's the way that's the way it should be. We all should be, helping each other, praising each other, putting out positive vibes, and like all that stuff is what should happen. Those are the things that I did and still do. Now, if everybody did what all three of us do, then life would be great because everybody has to do that in order to like just like she said the same thing I said. Like if we acknowledge spirit, then they're gonna help us. But if we're not doing the right thing, then shit's gonna hit the fan. So that's why spirit put us all together because they knew that I was gonna help them and they're gonna help me. And that's the people that I want in my life. I want people that are gonna help me, teach me, and like learn from them and listen to what they have to say. Like, I love that. I love that stuff. I love the fact that this is happening now, and finally, like some good people are coming around. We're all connecting, so it makes me happy. So what everybody's witnessing is real positive things, which is great. That's what we need is positive things, and positive words, and positive stuff, and positive people. All this negative shit's gotta go. Yeah, for real, Amanda, absolutely. All right, Age of Aquarius, I'll give you a message. And if anybody else wants one, I'm using my deck today, so I'll give everybody 3 cards each. All right. Age of Aquarius, you got love yourself first. Absolutely. Don't give certain people your energy. And you are manifesting moolah, money. So manifest that money. Love yourself first and don't give certain people your energy. Yeah, I have 3 decks that I've made. I created it on makeplayingcards.com. You just like make the design, you write all the cards in, and then you can design your own cover like this, Marky Mark's Tarot deck, and then this is what the cards look like. Like they all have Marky Mark's Tarot deck, and on the flip side they have the message. I made this 3 years ago, and then this is my second one right here. It's called Marky Mark's Tarot deck Part 2. And that's what they look like, and it's got like the message on the other side. And my third deck I don't have it with me right here, but it's a tarot deck. for beginners. It has like, I'll show it to you guys once I have it upstairs. I can't get it now, but my third deck that I made, it's a beginner's tarot deck. It has like um it has the like it says the King of Pentacles, and then on the back side it says what it means, and it gives you the reverse meaning and the upright meaning. So it gives you both. So on each card it says King of Pentacles upright means this, 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 this. King, and on the flip side it says King of Pentacles reverse means this, this, this. So I made, like, it took a long time to make that third deck because I had to write on both sides, the upright and the reverse meaning. So it's like a beginner's tarot deck. But you can see all three decks on makeplayingcards.com. If you go to Make Playing, it's in my bio. It says my decks, and then it says if you go click on my playingcards.com, and then you go to the search bar and you just write Marky Marks Tarot, and it'll take you to my business page where it has all my decks for sale. So you can look at them. You don't have to buy them. You can look at them and see what they are and all that type of stuff. And you can buy them if you want. A couple people have them on their channel and they use them. A lot of my friends, I've gifted them to them and sent it to them, and they use them on their channel. So it's cool to see my deck all over the place. So it's cool. I like it. So yeah, every year I did one. So, well, not every, well, the first year, 3 years ago, I did the first deck, and then the next year I did the next one, and then the third one. So I've had them for like 2-3 years now. All right, Marley, you said you'll take one. All right, cool. Marley. Yeah, absolutely. I want to make a fourth deck, but it's going to be about like, it's going to have all the zodiac signs and what they mean. So when I pull the card, it'll say like Aquarius man, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, on the other side, it'll say something else like Aries woman, nasty, whatever person, or, you know, I want to do a deck like that defines people. I don't want to tell my ideas too much on here because some of you probably do it, you know. Now, some people already have things like that. I want to make my own thing. I have a deck like that. It's called the bootleg deck. I actually have it somewhere here. No, I have it. It's not here. No, I have it upstairs, I think. It's called the bootleg deck. A couple of people have seen it. It says like Aquarius man that wants to date you. And then the next card would say Taurus people really like whatever. Then it would say Aries woman with blonde hair is interested in you. Like that's cool. It's called the bootleg deck because I haven't finished it. It's something that I created, like something that I wanted to do. It's to see how really, you know, accurate I can be by pulling one of those cards. So it might define somebody, you know. Some people are like, yeah, that shit was real, but I actually met a Taurus. And I was like, okay, cool. So I haven't finished the deck yet. I have to publish it, but I have to finish it first. It's all handwritten so far. I'll get to it eventually. All right, Marley, let's see what we got for you, sweetheart. All right, Marley. Your first card says, watch your back. These people are whack. So you might have some whack ass people around you. Just watch your back with them. Someone is lying to you. I'll kick their ass if you want me to. So watch your back because some people are whack around you and someone's lying to you. But just remember, you are beautiful. That's all you got to remember. That's probably why you got whack ass people around you, because you're beautiful like that. See, when you're a beautiful person, people are always whack. And on the bottom, I got ask your spirit guides to help you. At work, yeah, There's always some asshole at work, always some hater. Amanda, would you like a message? If anybody else wants a message, I'll give you one. You're welcome, Aquarius. You're welcome, Marley. All right, Amanda, let's see what we have for you. All right, Marley, take care, sweetie. Hope you feel better. Much love to you too, sweetheart. Take care. All right. So, Amanda, you might have a new job or a promotion coming your way. So, if you're looking for a new job, you'll get one. If you have like a job already and you're looking for more clients, you'll probably get more clients. If you're looking for a promotion or something to get better, it's coming your way. And you will get a text message or a call soon concerning those things or something about that. And in the meantime, just let go and let God deal with it. It's one of my favorite cards. Let go and let God be with it. So there you go. That's your message. There you go. Just let go and let God deal with it. It's the best situation, the best thing to do. That's what I do a lot more lately. I always let things go and just say, look, God will deal with my situation here. I'll be fine. I will make it happen. Absolutely. So yeah, that's this deck. I've used these decks like a million times for everyone. I actually I had a tarot class 3 years ago during COVID, and I had like 11 people in my class on Zoom. Sometimes less, sometimes the same amount, or sometimes people were like people that didn't make it. I recorded it and I sent it to them, and everybody that was actually in my tarot class, I gifted them one of these decks as a gift for like coming to my class and supporting me and paying for the class. So their bonus, I gave like 7 of the people that actually took all 7 courses, all 7 videos, all 7 like lessons that I gave on my tarot class. I gave those 7 people one of these decks. So not too many people have the first one, but the second one's more popular. It's more people have it. But I actually gifted this one to the people that were in my class. They have the original one because I changed this one and put like different things in it, and then I redid it. But they have the original copy, which is that one. And then I had like a Christmas giveaway where I gave away both decks to the winners and stuff. I did like a prize thingy and gave away some of those decks and stuff like that. And I gave like a $50 Amazon card away to the winner of the person who guessed the number and all that type of shit to see how psychic people was. So I've had a lot of fun on here and done a lot of things and gave away a lot of stuff and always try to put myself out there in a good way and deal with good people and stuff. So my decks all over the world, all over the place. So good. I encourage everybody to do it. I've actually encouraged a lot of my friends to do their own decks, and a lot of my friends have their own decks now. And like I'm proud of them because they encouraged me, and now they've got their own too. So cool. And expanding, my dear friend, I teach classes at her shop, and some lady she recently shocked me, wanting to raise the prices and take my money. Oh. See? Well, that's probably why you got that message, you know? Maybe you got to do it at home again so you can, like, that's your new job. That's your new, thing. Yeah. That's your new way of that's promoting yourself. So that makes sense. Yeah. Hey, love and life, how you doing? Good to see you. All is good. All is good. Yeah, well, that's where I am right now. I'm home and I'm comfortable at home, and it's the best thing. Working from home. I actually work from home doing this and work from home doing my other business. So unless I have to go to someone's house, but my workshop's here, my tools are all here, everything's here. I just bring things here sometimes. I'll go to people's houses and get stuff and bring it home and paint it, fix it, things like that. And sometimes I go to people's houses to do things. It all depends. But I majority of the time I work from home. And soon I'll be working from home, period. Because once I get the workshop up and running, I'm going to be spraying like shutters, because a lot of houses in Bermuda have shutters, right? Blind shutters, to cover the windows. And a lot of people don't want to have a lot of people don't want to spray paint them, and because it takes so much work to like prep them and to refurbish them. But I love doing it. I love the challenge, and I love like um, making old shit look new. So um, I'm really good at things like that, and I've always wanted to like have my own workshop to spray paint things. Like I always love like painting things, like spray painting this or like revarnishing doors and things like that. So now I have a workshop now, but I need to fix it up and get it ready for spray painting, because you can't just spray paint anywhere. You got to make sure like there's no dust, and you got to water down like the floor so none of the dust goes all over the place. And painting blinds and stuff, you have to get in between all the slats, like bifold doors and things like that, closet doors. Like I do all of that stuff, like anything to do with like a house. Like I'll take the door home, like even like your main door or your doors in your home. Like some of them are white, some of them are varnished, some of them are whatever. Like I'll take the door, put it in my van, take it home, strip it, paint it, get it all ready, even change the hardware like the hinges, the door knobs. I like doing things like that. So now that I have the workshop, I want to try and do that this year, like get it up and running. And when people know that I do that, people know I do it already. So I can actually say, hey, I have a workshop now, so I can have your door back to you in 2 days. And I'll take it today and bring it back on Tuesday. They'll be like, really? Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. By the way, change the door lock and change the hinges and put new ones on there so the door looks even better. All right, cool. Whatever. So I rather do electrical work, but I'm kind of like wanting, now that I have the workshop, I just want to work from home and just try something different. I just want to paint things and refurbish stuff and things like that. So, and I also have the workshops big enough where I can have my own little area to do like podcasts and readings and come on live and things like that. So I'm gonna make a little office where I can like hang out, have my computer there. While the paint's drying, I can do readings and shit and talk shit to everybody and have fun. So yeah, things are looking up. Things are going my way, and it's already started. I just have to wait um, to get the workshop up and running. Just waiting for a few more things, and then I'll be good to go. So everybody will be seeing me in a different area soon. So, and it's right next door. Right next door in the main house I have the workshop over there. So, and my nephews want me to show them how to spray paint things and how to prep things and how to work on bikes and things like that and cars and stuff. And I know how to do all that stuff, so I'm going to teach them while I'm there in the workshop. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this year and getting everything, you know, up and running and continue to help everybody and do things that I'm good at. So soon come. Everything's going so far so good. Just waiting now, just being very patient and waiting for things to come my way. So God's great though. That takes a huge, yeah, exactly, absolutely. So it made a huge difference in my life, you know, people helping me and people showing me. That's why I know what I know today. I learned from my elders. I learned from people who know what they're doing. I always learn from everybody. So the best I think I can do is like, you know, help everybody else. Okay, Age of Aquarius. Good night, sweetheart. Take care. Sweet dreams to you too. I'm gonna head out of here too. It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Unless someone needs me, speak now or forever hold your peace. Cause I'm about to get out of here too. It's 1 o'clock in the, almost 1 o'clock in the morning here. So I'm gonna head out. I should be here tomorrow, same time, same place. And I'm happy everybody you know, went to the podcast today and helped and supported Star and Brandon and myself. I'm glad everybody had a good time. I hope that every Sunday we can go there and you know, mingle and have fun and then come over here afterwards and have more fun. So much love and light to everybody. I hope everybody has a good week and just do what's best for you. Have fun and live your life. You know, that's all. Just be happy and do things for yourself and others. All right. Mwah. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your night wherever you are and enjoy your week this week. And I'll be here tomorrow for show.